Welcome, Saints. I'm Michael Priner.
And I'm Neil Brasky.
And this is SFHS Today. In world news, the World Economic Forum met in Davos, Switzerland to discuss the future of the world economy and climate change. Major issues discussed included the war in Ukraine, trade, tech, China, and inflation reduction, according to Reuters.
In state news, the Vikings fired their defensive coordinator Ed Donatel following a heartbreaking loss in the playoffs.
In school news, recently there have been some incidents involving emergency services being called to the school. In the next few weeks, we will have some in-depth interviews with administration, law enforcement, and medical and health professionals to speak with us about the issue of drug abuse and addiction in the school and surrounding communities.
Currently, our performing arts groups are well into their winter season. Our theater program has been working hard on their one-act performance for the SFHS competition. Reporter Riley Brenhofer went to get more information about their show.
My character's Romy. He's one of the main lead characters, and he's an outsider to everyone in town, so not a lot of people really like him, and that causes a big dynamic turmoil, I guess, between all the other characters and him.
My character is Bernice. She's kind of a shy bookworm type. Magic in the Mountain it's a really interesting story. Like, it's beautiful. There's a lot of layers to it with the characters, interactions with each other. How they change throughout the story is really important.
So there are several opportunities to be involved in the theater department, but the Winter One Act is through the Minnesota State High School League. This is a competitive winter activity that people can join. The play itself has to be 35 minutes or less, or it could be disqualified. We have to be able to fit our set into a 10 by 10 square. We have to travel with it, and then we compete with other schools, and there are 3 judges that watch the competition, and they judge based on some really specific criteria.
Throughout the day, it was just kind of watching other one-acts or doing activities, waiting for our slot. And then during that time, we had to get used to a new stage environment, but it was fun.
On the 21st of January, perform at Mississippi 8 Conference, where students will win all conference awards. We also have a public performance on January 27th, and we will also be performing during the school day on those days for language arts classes and others.
My favorite part of One Act is probably the fact that it's a smaller group and you get to know people so much closer than you normally would in a huge cast.
My favorite part about One Act, I would say, is just spending time with the people in the One Act cast. We are all really close together, and I love going to competitions with each other and just hanging out.
The One Act will be performed during the school day on Friday for language arts classes and invited audiences in order to prepare for competition at Chisago Lakes on Saturday. In more theater news, the One Act performed last weekend at the Minnesota Thespian Conference, where Glenn Morehouse Olson served her first conference as the state chapter director. Reporter Sam Aseed went to the conference and got more information, including some interviews with state thespian officers from SFHS.
So what is the Minnesota Thespian Conference?
So the Minnesota Thespian Conference is a statewide conference for theater students, and so it is an opportunity for students from all over the state to come together and have a big day celebrating theater with workshops, with one acts, with performances in every kind of area that you could imagine, like improv and acting and directing and writing and costumes and technical aspects.
And what is a state thespian officer?
The state thespian officers are the core group of student officers who work with their state organization.
What is your job as an STO?
Well, leading up to our time to the conference, we normally do monthly meetings or weekly, depending on how much work we need to get done. We help plan activities and what workshops will be there at the conference. We join a lot of adult meetings as well and learn about the financial part of being a STO and theater in general.
Yep, and at the conference we take tallies of workshops, we lead mixer groups, take care of dinner and a little fashion show at the end of the conference.
In our realm, we use about anywhere from 10 to 14 students who are nominated and they're interviewed and they're named as state thespian officers, and they really help plan and run the conference in our state.
So why did you want to become an STO?
Well, I wanted to show a lot of the kids that theater is fun and anyone can do it. Well, because this school is a lot of kids are athletic, and I wanted to show them that theater is a good option too, because there's a lot of kids that do both.
And it's also a really good opportunity to get yourself out there, because when I joined theater, I wasn't really sure where it was going to take me, but I'm really glad that I did theater, because I just want to show everyone that it's a really fun activity, and that it's anyone can do it.
We really believe in student leadership, and so we give an awful lot of responsibility to those student leaders who are fortunate enough to become state thespian officers.
It's great to see our students representing on a state level.
Now let's shoot it over to sports.
What's crack-a-lackin', Saints? I'm Easton Johnson.
And I'm Alex Sandstrom.
And this is sports.
In national sports news, the Cowboys lost to the 49ers, and after the game, head coach Mike McCarthy stiff-armed a cameraman.
In school sports news, the wrestling team had 3 duels last week, winning all of them. This week, they wrestle at home Thursday and Friday with a tournament at Champlin on Saturday.
In other school sports news, there's a new club called the Winter Running Club. Arthur and Jonah went out to find more.
So Winter Running Club is something that we've done in the past where kids who want to get in shape, we meet in my classroom, D217, in the English hallway, on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays after school at 2:40, and we go outside, we run, we kind of work together and help each other. We build a community, we get healthier, we get stronger, we get faster, and it's I think for those involved, it's always a really beneficial.
This is going to be my 4th year of winter running. I have been joining for 4 years now, so I can stay healthy, prepare for the track season, and I just really like running.
And oftentimes it's spring athletes that are coming out to do winter running. There's a good number of track athletes. We've also had tennis athletes before, and softball and golf that come out just to kind of get in shape, get faster, get stronger, get tougher, and it's been beneficial. And I've had people that aren't involved in any sort of sport at all that come out, and they really enjoy it, and it's it's a really positive experience for them. We kind of become a family and a community, and we support each other and help each other, and we grow together, and it's awesome.
Last Thursday, the boys and girls had a doubleheader at home versus Monticello. The boys won and the girls lost. Michaela, Brooke, and Hunter went out to get some pregame thoughts.
It's going all right. We're going to get back on track with the W against Monticello.
And what did you guys do to prepare for Monticello?
To prepare for Monticello, we're just locking in on defensive end in practice. And
how's the season going?
It's going all right. We're improving.
How did you prepare for Monticello?
We worked on our defense against them, and we watched film on them.
Season's going all right. Should have won some more games than we have, but yeah.
Yeah, we prepared for Monty by just getting after it in practice.
How is the season going?
We're struggling, but we're improving.
And what did you do to prepare for Monticello?
We did a lot of shooting.
Our season's going pretty well.
And what did you do to prepare for Monticello?
We worked on our presses, the full court.
Tonight, the boys team plays at Big Lake and the girls play at home against Big Lake.
The girls and boys hockey team celebrated senior night last week, and reporters Brooke, Kylie, and Kayla went out to find more.
How long have you guys been playing hockey?
10 years.
12 years.
I've been playing for 9 years.
I've been playing for 14.
I've been playing for 8 years.
I've been playing for 14.
I've been playing for 10 years.
I've been playing hockey for 11 years.
I've been playing hockey for 13 years now.
What is your guys' favorite memory?
Going to state.
Yeah, going to state was pretty cool.
The bus rides.
In our U12 year, we won this big, Eagle Trophy for championship.
Out of town tournaments.
My favorite hockey memory was probably going to state when I was a Pee Wee.
My favorite hockey memory is from when we went to out of town tournaments.
This week, the boys play tonight at home and Thursday at Pine City. The girls play at Chisago tonight, at home Thursday, and in Champlin on Saturday.
That's all we have this week.
Now back to Maine.
Before we go, reporters Easton Johnson and Taylor Wilson interviewed some students who are leaders on a local shoveling crew about their jobs.
I'm Easton.
I'm Taylor.
And this is our package on the kids in our school that shovel snow. Who do you work for?
Primo. Yep, Primo.
What is the longest time you've been out shoveling for?
One time we were out for 12 hours because there's only 3 of us. The rest of our crew left, so we had to do 13, 14 inches of snow by ourselves.
And then what's your favorite part about shoveling?
Hanging out with my friends, it's a good time.
So who do you work for when you shovel?
I work for Primo Alarms.
And then what's the longest time you've been out shoveling?
Last year I was out for 13 hours.
And then what is your favorite part about shoveling?
Probably spending time with my friends and making money.
What crew do you shovel for?
I shovel for Primo Alarms.
And then what does a normal night look like shoveling?
Normal night is we'd go out around 5 and then we'll shovel till around 2 and then get home and get up for school.
I'm Tucker Skokris and I'm a crew leader for Welcome Lawns.
And what does an average night look like out shoveling?
Well, we get a text from our boss saying that we have to go out, so we go to our 8 places and we normally start at our biggest and then work our way down.
What's the longest you guys have been out shoveling for?
14 consecutive and 21 in 2 days.
That's all we have for this week. Stay safe, Saints.